Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to another episode of Cigars and Whiskey, the podcast that discusses love, relationships, sex, and dating from a male's perspective. I'm your guy, Ron Cole, and I'm joined by my guys, White Star GB.
Well, it's shaking.
We also have super producer Corey Cool in the building, Cool University.
What up, though?
Shout out to everyone tuned in on YouTube. Please remember to share so we can get more people to tap into the conversation. We have a great show for you guys tonight. Tonight, we are drinking Blackened, a blend of straight whiskeys finished in black brandy cask.
Okay.
And this one is actually remastered by David Pickerel of Metallica.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, and tonight's topic is it going to be? It's a number of different things, but
yeah, I think we're going to talk about age gap dating.
Age gap dating. We're also going to talk about the high value man. Is it a myth?
Yeah.
Or is it real? And a number of other things. A few other things we'll talk about. All right.
Absolutely.
All right. White Star GB.
Yo.
How you been, man? How was your week?
Week was cool, man. Week was cool. Today was cool. Inadvertently went to a wedding today. I went to a wedding by accident.
What?
Went to town hall, North Hempstead Town Hall, to pick up a birth certificate for my eldest daughter. She needed a copy. So I'm like, all right, I got a little time. Let me run over there and grab it. While I'm waiting.
Oh, that's where you grab a birth certificate?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to Mineola first,
Mm-hmm.
then they sent me up there for our local folks. Parked, and then I saw like a bride and groom and like a film crew, like a photographer and like a little family, maybe like 5 or 6 people taking pictures in front. Waited to the side, because they were like in front of town hall. Waited for like maybe like a minute. When they were done, went in behind them. I said congratulations, you know what I mean? Went and handled my business, but everything is kind of like in the open. It's kind of like one big kind of like room thing. So
yeah,
they typed the birth certificates by hand. So when I ordered it, it took a couple of minutes. I'll slide table over. All right. Deucing. Go. Yeah, so yeah. So, they're doing their thing and they're doing their paperwork. And I just kind of like, while I was waiting, I kind of just sat in on their wedding. I don't know. I just kind of like watched them get married. And it was cool. Like, it was nice to see a young family being formed. They didn't have any children there with them, so I don't think they had any children. Young Hispanic family, and it was just cool. It just kind of reminded me of my wedding day, and I kind of wanted to ask y'all, do you remember anything about your wedding day? Does anything stand out about your actual?
I went to the Justice of the Peace also.
Okay.
I went to like a town hall type of thing, and then we had sort of like we had a reception afterwards.
Right.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It is a bit informal, because I've been there when handling business.
Yeah.
When somebody else was having a wedding.
Yeah.
And it's like that's what I had to get a copy of. I think I might have had to get a copy of my marriage license or something like that.
Okay.
And they were in there. It was like a big group of people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's like,
it's always nice to see the bride
cool.
dressed up and everybody nice in the popping circumstance. And no matter where you are, it's just both of y'all there. It's nice. You know what I mean?
It's cool. It's cool.
It's nice.
Yeah. I remember shout out to Donkey D Rockefeller or whatever. I just remember him crying at his wedding a lot. Yeah. He was crying a lot.
Yeah. That's you should.
Yeah. So
you should. I cried at my wedding. I cried. I had a little tucked in.
Yeah.
Yo, my wife never looked so beautiful. It's like when you see it coming up, it's like, yo, you did it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
look
yeah.
at her, you just be happy. And like, it's almost like you're happy for them. It's like we do it for them. Like everybody's getting married, but it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, it's her day.
Yeah, yeah,
We're
for
just
sure.
like in the background of, you know what
Pretty
I mean?
much, pretty
Yeah, we
much,
just
yeah.
taking pictures with them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Cool. You got any you remember your wedding day?
Yeah.
Any standouts and anything?
Well, I feel like life got extremely real to me right there. Like my level of responsibility, I think, hit me kind of in the moment.
Yeah.
Um, I remember, my mom was with me, like getting ready and everything, and I don't know. I just remember her like the proud look that she had. That always stands out to me. Kind of like, man, my son is, going off to, what I mean, do the big thing. And she was like my road dog leading up to that.
Yeah.
So it was kind of dope that I almost felt like she passed me off at that particular moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she was the only family that I had with me at the time. Like my wife had all her family,
Okay.
Nieces. Like even if you look at the picture, it's like all of her family, father, mother, grandmother, and nieces, and it's just me and my mom. You know what I mean? She was like the solo soldier that rolled out with me that particular day.
All right.
So I learned a lot. I learned a lot about taking on responsibility in that particular moment. And then we came back, and Ron and Michelle were gracious enough to kind of give us a little kind of party here. You know what I mean? So we had a great time. And I felt like everybody in the room was kind of like, all right, they finally they finally did it. Like everybody was kind of happy, like almost sending the little brother and little sister off. So that's kind of what I remember.
When you said finally, you felt like it took a little while to get there. Like you felt like, did you feel pressure?
No, not really pressure. It's just, I particularly myself, I met my wife when I was 15 years old, and we dated from 15. So you get lost in the little kid vibe of things. You like, then one day you realize that you're grown, right? And you should
get no older.
Yeah, and you should do some, kind of grown up things. So childhood. Like I said, sometimes I look at her now. To this day, I look at her and we laugh about some shit we laughed about when we were like 16.
That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
Amazing. Yeah.
Like some 16-year-old TV show that we happened to watch together at the same time.
High school sweethearts.
Right. So with that being said, it was kind of like, you just you're playing. And you don't, when you meet somebody at 15, you don't think that at 20 something that you're going to do that. You know what I mean? You think you might have multiple people that you've been with, but, but as far as standing out, I just remember my mom being my only support in the room that was solely there for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
it's a nice memory to have.
Terry D, baby,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. Yeah, so weddings always nice, man. Yeah, even the introverted ones.
Yeah.
I ain't going my pocket. I ain't putting in the envelope for them, but
you should have put something in the envelope. You was there. Little change, you know what I mean?
Right? Yeah, man. How was your week though?
My week was cool, man. I can't complain. Back at it. Yeah, man. I'm just kind of glad the week is over.
Yeah.
And
weather breaking.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
80 tomorrow.
Yeah. So
we getting outside tomorrow. We definitely getting into a park or something.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna put one of you two on blast. So the weather's gonna be nice tomorrow. I have this propane grill that I don't know anything to do. I'm a charcoal guy.
Yeah.
You two guys are experienced in the line of propane.
Sure.
So I need one of my fellow
I'll be in the
castmates.
I'll pull up. I'll be in
pull up and just let me know what I gotta do, what I need.
Yeah.
turn it on.
Yeah. You got
Turn
a
it
fresh
on.
tank? You got a tank?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Alright.
It might not be, but if that's the case, I know I got to go cop.
I'll call you when I'm in the neighborhood tomorrow. I'll be out there tomorrow.
God is
Yeah, I
good.
would,
All right, put you on blast.
Yeah.
Live on
I'll be
Cigars and
around.
Whiskey.
I'll be around.
I'll be
I'm
back
probably gonna be
next
out there
week.
twice because I got work to do out there. I'm gonna come back and I'm going to the park out there.
Well, I'm gonna come back next week on Cigars and Whiskey or the
Let's
week
do it.
after and say whether or not one of these guys helped me out or not.
You gotta put a glizzy on there for me, nigga.
I got you.
Oh man, yo, spring has sprung. Though. Yeah, spring has sprung.
Spring again.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. Big shout out to everyone tuned in on YouTube. Please remember to share so we can get more people to tap into the conversation. Like I said, tonight we are drinking Blackened, a blend of straight whiskeys finished in black brandy cast, remastered by David Pickerel. All right, this is a 45 ABV, 90 proof. This runs about 50 for a 750 mil.
Okay. To be respected.
Yeah.
When you say a blend of whiskeys, is it like they just putting? Is it like a nutcracker or
well, it's a blend, but it's a blend of straight whiskeys. You know,
so they just
like,
put a whole bunch of like ends together and.
I wouldn't say necessarily. Sometimes
It's carefully crafted.
It's carefully crafted to get a certain taste. You
Got
know,
you.
to get the best taste. You know, people normally, I guess you could say, straight whiskeys, not blended, are, you know, they're more expensive and everything. You know, things like that. But sometimes you can get, you know,
a nice blend
going on. So, the bottle for this one, it kind of stood out to me.
Yeah.
I never heard of the brand. I don't know if it's new.
We had this before.
Blackened?
Yeah.
We did?
Yeah. We had this before. I mean,
I don't remember
everything, but we definitely had this before.
We had this before?
Absolutely.
I don't remember this. Yeah, I don't remember this. And this is an American whiskey. It's actually crafted and distilled in Mineville, New York. I don't know what part of New York that is.
Mineville. It's gotta be up top.
Yeah. Bottled at Sweet Amber Distilling in Mineville, New York. So this is actually a New York whiskey.
Okay.
All right. So you know, it's so far so good.
Yeah, it's interesting so far.
Yeah.
Working on it.
Notes wise, it's nothing really jumping out to me like that. But I would say traditional American, because I feel like Americans are like a
caramel.
Yeah, it's sort of bourbonish, but not as sweet. You know what I mean? So yeah, a little caramel, some vanilla, some, you know, it's pretty good so far. But we'll let it marinate. We'll come back to it, and we'll let you guys know how it fares. Okay. All right. Blackened. All right. So let's jump right into the show.
Let's do it.
What we starting with?
Start with Jaden Daniels.
All right. So you want to give a preface on, you know,
Jaden Daniels, rookie quarterback for the Washington Commanders, was at a basketball game, and Juju, what's the last name? Watkins?
Juju Watkins.
Yes. Juju Watkins.
It's my new favorite basketball player.
She got busy, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, she recently got hurt, so get well soon to her. They were at a basketball game, and the commentators kind of like commentated on them kind of getting along in the front row. And then they cut back to them 5 minutes later. Jaden Daniels' mom, who was notorious for kind of like handling him in the media and handling him with the women.
She's like his momager?
She's like his momager, yeah. And she sat in between them and told them to look at the camera and, you know, like look ahead.
Are you sure that's what she was saying?
It looked like it to me. We got a clip. We'll let let the audience.
What was that, number one?
Let's go to the tape. Slide down. All right. Just hold on 1 second.
Thing is, with the whole Jaden Daniels mom thing, it got him to this point, and that's kind of where we're like, we're gonna give her a little grace because he made it through college. He made it through everything without having any distractions, without having a whole bunch of baby mothers and everything like that. World where you have Anthony Edwards out there and men
Jaden Daniels is here.
She's a bad rap. Yeah, in a world where you have young athletes catching the bad rap for being bad with women, and then we use the excuse he young and everything like that. Mom is taking the hands-on approach, and it's like, yo, first of all, there's no one going to you kind of dark, right?
Very, yeah.
That over. There you go. Yeah, she took a hands-on approach with her son's future, and yeah, we'll watch the clip and then we'll talk about it.
Juju's like, so all those amazing things you did with Washington was awesome.
All right, let's go. Let's watch it. It's real.
Juju hasn't left the building because Jaden Daniels is here.
Well, she started to leave. I was watching her, and then I think she saw Jaden.
So Juju's like, so all those amazing things you did with Washington was awesome.
Okay. Well, if you guys didn't really see the clip, it was really quick, but I want to say it was one shot of them talking with the mom not there, and then all of a sudden the mom pops up.
Mom's right there,
and she's right there.
Juju is 19. Jaden Daniels is 24, and I'm trying to get his mom's age, but I don't really see it here. I don't see how old his mom is, but yeah. So 19 and 24, young couple. You know what I mean? It would be a.
Why are we just assuming that they're a couple?
If it would have worked out, it seemed like they were getting. It seemed like it was rhythm. I don't know. I could see rhythm when I see it.
It could just It could just be a coincidence of them.
It was some rhythm.
All right,
they were getting along. That's rhythm, and that's natural rhythm. It's not even like no Instagram sneaky behind the scenes back channel shit. It's on some when Harry met Sally shit, like how it used to be,
bro.
I've seen you.
She's a woman, a woman's basketball player,
right? Don't do it.
No, I'm just saying, like the likelihood of
say it.
We just assuming like because all right. Can I make this assumption? The majority of them are, they subscribe to alternative lifestyles. So the odds are highly likely that she doesn't even date guys.
The odds of people who have alternative lifestyle bat both ways. So listen, I think it's a goal with the right person.
When people go both ways, right? They don't really go both ways.
All right. All right. My fault for bringing it here. Shorty's 19. We ain't gonna do that to her.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the part where it's like, mom kind of like was she heavy-handed?
I don't know. It's like we're adding the context to the whole.
Yeah, we got eyes, bro.
Yeah. All right. So
the commentators commentated on it. The commentators were like, "Yo, she was on the way out, seen homie, double back." Chill it out. She was showing her teeth, batting her eyes at him. He was blushing a little bit. 5 minutes later, Mom Dukes is in the middle, acting Mom Dukes.
If the mom is really
who
on
moved the seats,
that's what I don't understand. That's why I think
she definitely made him move over.
I think she was always there. It's not like she just popped up and said, "Let me sit by you now." Maybe she went to the bathroom or whatever, and then it was like, yo, started talking, and all right, let me get my seat back. But if the mom is anything like we think she is based on the video, I think that another star athlete she would approve of. It's not as if, Juju Watkins is some reality TV chick or something like that, or Instagram model, something like that.
Yeah.
Her prospects are very, very high. Like,
Right.
and as far as like women's basketball, she could be the equivalent to a Jaden Daniels.
What if mom's like, yo, you can't date until you win a Super Bowl? Like, she got him on the listen. My Dukes got him to the NFL. What if she got a game plan laid out for him?
That's bullshit.
Maybe she got his wife already picked out.
He probably been clapping cheeks since high school, getting groupies since high school. And definitely at LSU, he was, as a Heisman Trophy winner and all that. He's got his fair share already.
Okay.
So, and his mom is not. She probably wasn't there. She probably was not there. I'm pretty sure she wasn't.
All right.
So she can't just hop up and say, I'm going to control your life and control who you date. And again, now you probably want your son to be with a woman that wouldn't necessarily drain him for his finances or drain him for his celebrity. She's on that level.
Right.
So
2 questions, and you could answer them. I'm gonna ask them at the same time. Do we need more mothers like this? Second question: could she act like this with a father in his life too?
His father is in his life.
I never see his father with, like, it's always Jaden Daniels and his mom.
His pops is his parents. He has both parents. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
He has both parents.
Mom is front and center. Okay.
No, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Like when I was watching his playoff games, they've talked about his mother and his father.
Okay.
Yeah.
So name is Regina Jackson. She's Jaden Daniels' agent, which is why she's always around.
Yeah.
She is married and has a daughter, Leah, who's adopted from China. Okay. So
what's the
doesn't she says she's married, but I don't know if she's married to his father.
I think she is married to his pops.
Yeah.
Because they talked
Regina
about
Jackson.
Huh?
Regina Jackson.
The father.
No, that's her name, Regina Jackson. Yeah, he got his parents over there.
Yeah, that's his pops, right?
That's his pops.
Yeah. So
nice, happy family.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, keeping him out the way.
He was raised right.
But do we need more mothers like that? We need more mothers taking a hold of their son's career and taking a hold of, and being an agent kind of explains why she's there front center with him.
I don't. All right. That's part of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a big deal. Again, like I said, he can do way worse, right?
Yeah.
He could do way worse. And I don't know, because I don't know if that's a positive, because I seen the pushback that Lamar Jackson's mother has gotten. And you got to understand, they're dealing in a business where it's dominated by Jewish men, and not necessarily, all right, black men probably have a hard time. Imagine a black woman navigating in that circle. So it could be even.
But when it's your child, it's a perfect time to get the foot in the door. And I think with LeBron James kind of navigating that, putting his close friend in place, he kind of ushered in that kind of like close friend or family person being, my representative.
Yeah, but it wasn't as if understand, I don't know her background. I don't know what type of credentials and her history of of managing and things like that. Because she could be well versed and crazy experienced in it.
Yeah.
I just know that, like, LeBron's dude, I think he was grooming for that for a while.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, that's my homeboy.
Right.
Yo, it's my dude from the hood. He's gonna manage me. I don't think it was like that. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying they're not capable, because as long as her son is playing the way he's played, he's gonna be at the top of the market regardless. So
should black parents have a hands-on approach with who their 20-year-old sons and daughters are, seeing? It used to be a time where you had to bring
You have
people
to.
home to meet mama, right?
All right, I'm
Those
bringing up
days are
examples,
kind of-
but
those
you look
days
at
are
you
kind
look
of
at Kobe.
gone.
You look at Kobe at this point, right?
Yeah.
And Kobe's estate, because rest in peace to Kobe Bryant.
Mhm.
His parents are pretty much shut out.
Yeah.
Out of his estate. Like
Yeah.
they were having financial issues, and he has an estate that's worth like hundreds of millions of dollars, but they're having financial issues because his wife, she controls and she's not giving anything.
Yeah.
So, I'm not saying there's any dig on his wife. There could be other reasons why that's happening that we don't know about. But yeah. If you're in a good state with your kids, keep it like that, and just don't let the business mess up your relationship. That's what all I would say. Because I'm not sure if I would do it. I would probably take a close look on who my kid was to hire, and maybe help them make decisions in that way.
Right.
But as far as like having that business relationship, it will kind of mess with the personal, especially if something doesn't go right.
Yeah.
And imagine your kid fires you as the agent or something or a manager.
Yeah.
Like that could have a heavy strain on your relationship.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, yeah, that's what we got on that. Let's go to the next clip. I think it's Tamar Braxton.
Yeah.
No, let's just play the clip.
Yeah, let's play the clip. Yeah.
I think it.
I'm not going for what everybody else is going for. I'm just not gonna do that. Dog, like all of y'all is dating the same dude. Like y'all is sharing the same dude. Like it's giving Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Like what's the name of the day that you got him? And then when you get him, you got to sign an NDA. So nobody know you dating the same dude. Dog, signing an NDA to date a regular person is crazy. And then it's like, I'm not finna, like my time is precious. So it's given like, is my time not precious enough for you one-on-one? Y'all don't want to date one-on-one. Y'all want to date 30 people, everybody on your roster at the same time. Like, what is we supposed to go on a trip and then you come back home and take somebody to dinner? What that look like? Or you buy 4 Birkins in different colors and everybody get a Birkin? I don't know, I'm different, like, because I am a wife, I'm not a girlfriend. You're not finna introduce me, hey, this is Tamar, this is my girlfriend Tamar. No, you're my friend. You're my friend, dog. Like, what are you talking about, Willis? So, they just not for me, because I'm not going along with y'all rules. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna do that. I'm a one-woman man, and I ain't sharing my man with the streets.
All right. She's kind of just talking. So all right.
Yeah.
So the actual headline is Tamar Braxton reveals that she takes HIV prevention medication and advises other women to do so. All right. So she's pretty much talking about, I guess, how it is dating in
Atlanta.
I don't know if it's Atlanta, the industry,
Yeah.
wherever. But she's saying that she takes PrEP to prevent HIV.
That's a sad place
And
to be.
she's advising other women to do so.
48 years old.
Yeah, you could take it off. Cool. Your first thoughts on it?
I'm glad I'm out the game, yo. That pool pissy as a motherfucker. Like 48, like
I don't think her pool is any different from most pools.
no, she's 48. Like
I don't think it matters. I think
we're gonna talk about it later, but you should be out the way by now. Like you're on the clearance rack at Marshall's at this point. like what are we doing here? Like you got the red sticker on your joint. You know what I mean? Like mark down. Like
she was married for a time.
Yeah, now you back in the game dealing with, you know what I mean, questionable. Like, if you know, like, yo, you dealing with questionable men, dudes that go both ways. Let's just say it, you know.
What makes you think they go both ways? Why can't they just
gotta
be
take
like
prep?
Maybe they're men that actually just deal with a bunch of women, and women it's like maybe they passing shit around. No,
Or
but
yeah, come on, I know.
From what they say, it's
wishful
like
thinking.
It's normally passed on by blood versus just fluids. I think for the most part.
Yeah, and that's from the back door. So let's call a spade, you know. And her walking around at 48 with the cake face, that's what niggas walk around with. Niggas with wigs walk around like that. So she competing with trannies, and she out here looking like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, like, what are we doing here? Like, it's a sad state.
She's dating. She's dating.
At 48 is sad as fuck.
So
you got your
all
face
right,
in your
she's
camera.
married. All right,
You giving people advice at 48. Your face is in a phone, casket ready, and you giving people advice on dating at 48. Like, what are we doing here?
All right, so she's been married for a while. She divorced. Is she supposed to just not date anymore? Or?
No, you're supposed to not give advice on dating. You're supposed to just do whatever you're doing where you at.
I'm assuming like she's giving advice on how to navigate while dating, right? And I'm assuming, this is just my assumption.
Yeah.
If she's giving advice for women to take prep in order to date,
yeah,
somebody got caught up and wasn't on prep. And you know, somebody has the virus, right?
Was she on the Dokshi timing? Didn't Dokshi like a couple of weeks ago said her red flag during dating is a man who is a straight man?
Yeah, she said that.
So maybe she on a new wave. Maybe she's on the everybody's open game, everybody's game.
All right.
Because I'm pretty sure if a woman wanted to, you know, date straight men, she could date straight.
Why would a woman want to date a gay guy?
I think she wants to be open to anything.
Nah.
Like, when you desperate, you desperate.
Well, all right. So we of course there are probably men that are let me not act naive. There are men that are undercover or they feel like they have to be undercover. I feel like it's 2025 and I think she lives in Atlanta, and I think, you know, I feel I always thought they were really proud about their lifestyles down there. You know what I mean? But maybe not. But I just feel like if you have to take prep, why don't you just remove yourself from that dating pool or that circle?
That's what I'm saying. Like you still want to be in a certain mix. You're a grown woman. Like, when is enough? Like, when are you gonna get serious about what you're really doing, and, you know, find yourself a husband or find somebody? Like, what's
she had a husband. How
long was she married?
She was married for a little while, man.
Okay.
She was married for a little while, right?
And it just didn't work out. Like,
I guess it didn't work out. But this is the thing.
It can happen to anybody. Like, yo, you married today, it could, you know.
Yeah. But I believe this is more common than we know. Maybe it's not HIV.
Yeah.
But I feel like we always say it. We said it before on the show. Like 80% of the women are dating like a small pool of men. They're all dating the same guys.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these dudes, a small group of dudes, are sleeping with a bunch of different women, and whatever they have, they're giving it to these women or whatever. And she's in that mix too.
Why are those 80% of dudes? What do those 80% of dudes have that are attracting those?
They probably have money, they have looks, whatever, you know.
Exactly. So you're being trapped by the same thing that the 25, 20-year-old women are being trapped by. Why are you giving advice?
We all do it.
We all do it.
Go for the hottest people.
Nah, we go for the best people. We go for the best quality people.
Oh man,
Come on now.
come
We go
on.
for the best quality people. Like, yo, listen, man. I got divorced about late 20s. You know, in the game a little while. Found my wife. Everything was good. Like I knew, like, yo, you have a certain window to get back in the game and to find that quality person. And once I met her, it was time to go back. You know what I mean? Like it was time to get back in the game.
Some people don't want to remarry after they've been divorced.
Those people be on prep at 48. I don't know what to tell you, yo. You stay in the game too late.
You don't think that's like a prudent thing to do? Like
It's
a
a
safe
sad existence, yo. When you got your face caked up in the phone talking about, yo, I'm competing out here with trannies. I'm competing with niggas.
Why are you saying trannies, bro?
Yo, because it's like, yo, that's what she looked like. Like she looked like a nigga with a wig to me. Like, yo, she looked like in the morning when she take her makeup off, she can't open her iPhone with her face. She's like a completely different person. Like that shit, that right there is giving women advice to take prep. Like, what are we doing? Like, what's happening in our community that this is advice?
Yo, bro,
she's not giving advice on the proper places to meet people. She's not giving advice as where to find or how to vet men in certain situations. This is an auntie at this point, and she got no real game.
All right, let's leave her age out. Let's just talk about the dating aspect of it. Like, I understand she shouldn't be going through this at her age, right?
Yeah,
but let's it's a bigger indictment that's going on where it's like a woman has to feel like she has to take prep in order to date, right?
Yeah,
and like I said, I don't think this is like just going on in her circle. I think in a lot of major cities around the United States of America, densely populated areas where Black people congregate, like your Houstons, your Atlantas, your let's say your St. Louis or whatever. So these cities in Memphis and these areas.
So she could sit across the table from a fruity nigga and not know. Like she could sit across the table from a man who go both ways and not know, or she don't care. Which one you think it is?
I think that women will act naive. Because if a dude presents, if he's a good looking dude, and he portrays himself as a straight guy, it's like, all right, yo, I like this guy.
Okay.
But what? Like, yo,
but I gotta protect myself from the monster. Like,
like it's not okay. We don't.
It's a big butt.
What do you mean? Let's be honest. We don't live in a day and age where people don't vet to have sex. You know what I mean? They barely vet to be in relationships and get married. To have sex with somebody is just nothing.
It's wild and easy now. Everybody got a my chart now. Like, it's easy to just like, yo, I'm clean. Like, yo, just show the my chart. Like, I went to the doctor today. The mock chart got updated. Boom, everything is there. Boom, nah, I'm clean. That should be your you know what I mean? Like, everybody should be comparing my charts when it's time to go. You know what I mean? It's like, you remember back in the back in the day when you wanted to cross the threshold to take the rubber off, you had to go get that little paperwork.
Everybody wasn't doing that.
Oh well, most responsible people were doing it. And yo, if you're in 2025, if you're a single person and you're dating, you should at least see someone's my chart. Like someone's like, yo, it's right there on your phone. It's the app that has all your history, all your testing, everything right there in your phone.
Maybe okay.
Unless you got no insurance.
All right, and we're making the assumption that somebody has HIV, that's off limits. It may not be. It's like, all right,
okay, this
dude, I'm dating. I take prep.
Yeah,
he has it.
Yeah,
we're dating. We're sleeping together, and it just is what it is.
Shout out, yeah. Well, I got
we're assuming like if that's the case that it's over with. Now I'm not dating that person.
We could do anything if Magic made it. You got it.
Yeah, yo, bro. So I think there's a bigger issue versus her and what she's doing. I think I don't think it's the best information. Like I feel like you can just remove yourself, or you could do the my chart thing. I didn't know that's what people do or whatever to show like, yo, I'm free of STDs and things like that. But they could do that. But I think we live in a day and age where people sleep together with like no real prerequisites. It's like, yo, all right, like I think you're attractive. We talked a little bit. Let's sleep together. And I don't know why people don't wear condoms, but it's like, all right, I guess it's an extra layer of protection.
Yeah. She's walking around with the bulletproof vest on. Shout out to her, yo.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yo. Like, and she's telling women to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, salute, yo.
Women crave for unprotected sex like that too. Cause I know dudes do. Dudes, if a woman will let a dude take off the rubber, he'll do it.
Yeah, that shit ain't real. It ain't real if it ain't raw, nigga. Fuck that, nigga. But yeah, I guess so, man.
Yeah,
or they just going with the flow, or they just desperate. Cause the dudes that they want is only going a certain way. Like the dudes that they want is only doing it like that. So they're like, all right, well, I ain't got no say so. I don't got no leverage. If I want to have some skin in the game, I gotta just protect myself.
Yeah, yo, and niggas, I gotta stop saying that word because my wife gave me a.
Starting talking to?
No, she just said like be be aware of that, right? So dudes is just slinging it and they know that they carrying whatever. Like,
oh yeah, you know people don't care.
That's why I feel like we shouldn't indict her for doing it, but in this instance, it's like, all right, these are the dudes that
you gotta look in the mirror, man. You gotta look in the mirror. You gotta change your ways, or you gotta be more selective on who you know what I mean, and you gotta be more intentional on finding yourself a long-term partner if that's what you're trying to do, or if even that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know this lady. I don't know what she's looking for. But I think she's being wild reckless by giving people this advice right now.
That's dating.
Yeah.
That is dating.
That's
everybody.
crazy.
It don't matter if you could be in elementary school. There's a girl or a boy that all the little girls like, all little boys like.
Yeah.
You understand? And it goes from middle school, high school, and then it goes into the world. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like it's a free market where everybody gets their fair share. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it comes to dating, if you have whatever, you have certain qualities, you rise to the top.
Right.
And you get a bigger portion of the pie, the dating pie.
Yeah.
So, all right, now,
and
people should be responsible. You know what I mean? And I guess quantity, of course.
But that's what I'm saying. I keep harping on age. The way you just said it, from grade school up, that person, shouldn't you at a certain age have enough discernment to know, like, yo, the mixy guy is not the right guy for me? Maybe let me just find a nigga that's out the way. Let me just find a guy that's out the way. Why are you at that grown age?
Because that's the age
for the popping guy.
That's the age. Yo, the chick that's 40 plus, that been married, been committed, or whatever, that found her singleness or whatever. She's moving. She's in the streets.
Dang.
She out there. Cause she feel like, yo, I've been cooped up in this marriage for a certain amount of time. Now I'm gonna have fun. All right, so now I'm gonna be out. Nah, even a regular chick trying to get courted and date long term and get married, they may have sex early. A chick that's 40 plus, that been in a committed relationship for years, and now she free. She in these streets doing what, like, figuring like she owning her sexiness and all that stuff. That's what they call it, right?
Yeah, I guess.
But they got to take that prep, because dudes is out here too, in their 40s, in their 50s, in their 30s, 35
plus. Is this a black thing? You think people from other nationalities? Do you think Hispanic women have to take prep? Honestly,
I think it's more prevalent in the African American community.
Why? more 48-year-old women are single in the African
No.
American community?
I think across the board, women in general, when they get to that age, and especially if they like, it seems like women, marriage could be the best thing for them, or it could be the worst thing for them, right? And when I say that, what I mean when I say that is that a woman in a bad marriage, she acts like that shit is jail, and she been held hostage for the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and it's like I felt like I could never get from underneath that person or whatever. But you might have other women that have a good marriage and they can't see their lives without their husbands, right? But it depends on who you are, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you don't, even a woman that might have, nah, I wouldn't say that. Yeah, but women that divorce, I feel like, and
I don't think
men too.
I really don't have anything constructive to say about it. I don't know. I just think it's sad. It's a sign of the times. It's gross. It's embarrassing. Like, I'm embarrassed for her that she, like, this is where we are. Like, it's like you dodging AIDS at 50. Like damn.
Well, I think we've all, like, anybody that's dating was always dodging. They was all dodging it, right? But now it's like, all right, it's a way to prepare yourself.
Yeah, I'm good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess you could say it's like wearing a rubber. I don't know why they ain't wearing rubbers.
Yeah, but not, like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't even know what the side effects is. It's like,
I don't understand why you're indicting her and not the men that she's trying to protect herself from.
Right.
Now, she could make a better choice and not mess with that. Like, if you're in a dating pool where you feel like, you know what I mean, that's being passed around, you could remove yourself. But I don't know if she's just being precautious.
Because, like, why is she even dating? Because I'm like, the indictment on her is just like, dudes to smash at the club every night. Like, what are you doing? Are you dating? To me sounds like you're looking to get into your next relationship. When you're dating and you're trying to get into your next relationship, you're not really having one night stands, something like that. Prep is for a community of people who, like, have sex a lot, and they have sex indiscriminately, and it's just like,
what are you talking about? Like gay men?
Yeah, like they get busy. You know what I mean? Like, them dudes have at it. Like, they're dudes. You know what I mean?
They're dudes.
Dudes and the dudes. There's nothing stopping them. Okay. Just take the medicine, they take the Kool-Aid at the crib, and then you're gonna go at it. But I feel like a woman who's saying that she's dating, you're assuming that she's trying to get back into, like, a relationship, and she's had enough discernment and she's learned lessons in life. So if you just out there blazing gay niggas, like you're like you just jumping into that pool with them, and they reckless. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, the niggas get busy, but she's like messing with them. And it's like, yo, word, that's where you gonna jump in the river with the piranhas? Like, shout out to you. Like, all right.
Yo. I don't get it. I honestly I don't get it.
That's why I'm, like, perplexed, like, from this whole story. It's like, I've never heard that shit before. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's new age 2025 shit. You know,
she's a young shorty. She's like, yo, listen, I'm in the game. I'm trying to find the right dude. I'm gonna have a couple of one night stands. I'm gonna get, like, what, you know, a grown woman, like, it's like, yeah, I think you should know a little better, ma. But you know, shout out to you. Like,
I think women, they say that a lot of women reach their sexual peaks when they hit like 40 or some shit like that, or they know their bodies, and it's like, I don't know if it's the age of, like, sexual liberation,
right?
But, you know, they're freer.
Roast beef is beefing, nigga.
And she you know, like,
that roast beef be in the wind, that 50, nigga. Can't nigga be like, you got too much roast beef down there, girl. looking at your Arby's. We got the meat. They're like, I ain't order Arby's.
This nigga's an idiot.
We ain't order Arby's tonight, girl. What you doing, man? Yo, let's go before we get canceled.
Yeah.
Which one of the two?
We gonna talk about age. Matter of fact, before we get into that, let's talk about high value men.
Okay.
And I kind of just wanted to revisit the conversation and ask you: is the high value man a myth?
I believe so. Because no, you know what? You would have to really tell me what it is or the characteristics, because for me it seems like it's always changing.
Mhm.
Like what it takes to be and what it is. I don't know. I don't know. I believe it's mythical. And we as a culture, we are notorious for painting a picture that's very unrealistic. Like we would watch a movie and see a character and it's like, oh, I want a man that's like this person, but this person is a fake character in a movie, whatever. And you got women and men that will want a woman that's like a movie character that really doesn't exist in real life. You know what I mean?
Well, it's something that you could aspire, like a James Bond. Like you see him.
He's not a real James Bond, bro.
We don't. Well, there's people that carry themselves James Bondish. There's people that wear suits every day
that kill niggas and spies and all that.
I mean, besides
they could have some of the characteristics. They don't have
a closet of fly suits.
I'm willing to bet
well groomed.
In 2025,
drive the foreign and it's good with women.
In 2025, there's definitely a real James Bond out here.
That part,
definitely.
You killing rappers.
You ever see Ray Donovan? There's definitely a real Ray Donovan.
He's killing rappers.
I believe it's exaggerated. You might have some men or some women that have certain characteristics of certain people, but these are not real people. These are not real, right? There's no like. Can you come up with a negative of a James Bond?
He killed people. Well, no, James Bond never.
People.
No, James Bond didn't have a family.
Yeah, he's too focused on the job.
James Bond was focused
He's
on
a
his
workaholic.
job.
That's the only.
He's a workaholic. Well, he was so notorious and so busy, he never really even existed. He never really he doesn't really have anything to go home to. He's not building a legacy. So I think that's a thing of James. That's a negative of a James Bond kind of character. This whole high value man thing it's been around, but I think it became popular in this space from Kevin Samuels.
Yes.
And I have his list here of what he said, how 6 traits of a high value man: making money, earn a minimum of $10,000 per month. So that's $120 a year. Consistent success, maintain $100K yearly income for 3 to 5 years. Group acceptance, be recognized by other high value men. It's unclear how that happens. Strong network, don't be a lone wolf, which is James Bond. Don't be a lone wolf. Surround yourself with people who share a growth mindset. Visibility, have a career that people understand or recognize. No sketchy schemes. Utility, help out other people, whether it's your family, friends, or a company. So you just got to be a highly productive member of society.
I guess
Which is it's kind of aspirational. It's a checklist for men approaching their 30s, going into their 40s and 50s, who are looking for something past knocking shorties down, getting a foreign, and popping bottles at a club. When you're really trying to buckle down and get a little serious about life, why not have a little checklist to aspire to? Why not?
No, you could aspire to be like Superman.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You probably won't be Superman.
I don't know that.
But you can aspire to take some of the qualities that are attainable.
Mhm. What in that list is unattainable?
No. That list isn't unattainable.
Yeah.
But there have
Why
been
you-
other there
why do you go to
there are
Superman?
there are other lists, right?
So
Where-
name a quality of a high value man that's not realistic that you seen perpetuated in society.
I guess I haven't heard any.
I don't think there's anything
Yeah.
bad. Like, yo, I think the scale of high value men, I think it slides in ages. I think from your,
You don't have to be educated though.
I think you just gotta get some money, man, and be respected by your peers.
Okay.
You know,
And you got to have a network of other high
you gotta
value
have
men.
a network of other high value men.
That's one of the difficult things with black people, black men,
Yeah.
because it's not mad black. If you like those characteristics,
Yeah.
it's not mad black high value men. So
What
where
are
they
you
gonna
talking-
find a network
Dog,
of,
that's
of
all
black?
we know. Like everybody, like, yo, I literally in my phone now, I got 3 group chats of high value men. Easy.
Okay.
5, 6 at a time. I probably know myself. I know at least 15
And they check
high
all
value
those
men.
boxes.
They check all the boxes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, maybe their careers might not be the most glamorous careers. Maybe, you know, dudes ain't wearing suits and ties every day. But everything else is right there. I don't think it's that. I think when you're sliding into your 30s, all right, so that's what I was saying. In your teens, I think the high value young man is to be good with women and to be good in athletics, right? Like, if you're the nicest hooper, or be good at sports. Academics.
Okay.
Right?
Be good at sports or be good at academics, or you gotta be good at both.
I think a mixture of either one of those with women. Am I bugging? And I think going into 20s going into 30s,
Mhm.
I feel like it leans heavily into women. If you could do well with women and you could get yourself some money and you could set yourself up for life, you know what I mean? I
What
think it leans
value
heavy.
does that bring though? What value does that bring? If you good with women, like what value does that bring?
Respect of your peers. It makes you a ladies' man, and it makes you a dude that other dudes aspire to be like or want. If you're a dude in your 20s going into your 30s and you get girls, dudes like you. Like, dudes want to be around you. They want to go out with you. You have the respect.
All right. So does the same thing go for being married at that point?
I feel like going into your 30s, once you start settle down, 30s into 40s, that's when settling down, and that's when this checklist kind of applies more.
Right. So okay. So a guy that's married gets the same amount of respect, if not more, from his peers than a ladies' man in his 30s.
In their 30s?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
So a dude that's in his 30s that going into his 40s, that's still a ladies' man. He's not settled down or anything like that. He's still a high value man.
Depends on who you ask.
See, this is what I'm trying to say.
When it comes to me, I don't think so. I think you stayed in the pool too long and you dating shorty that's take prep now.
This is why. This is why I say,
I
like,
think it comes full circle.
I don't really subscribe to this shit because it's like everything. It's so many moving parts. It's like moving the goalposts here, this, that, and the third, right? And it's like everybody's trying to fit inside this box, but then everybody has a different set of characteristics, or they're adding different characteristics to the list.
There's nothing about real estate on here. There's nothing about a portfolio on here. 100 is not really that hard to make.
I heard people say, like, do they have a real estate portfolio?
Right.
Do they have do Do they have a
The
investment
dude could have
portfolio?
all this and be living
I've heard.
in an apartment, like, and that's fine. You know what I mean? But that's to each.
I heard
I feel like
I heard you
everybody
can't be a high value man as a married man
Okay, I heard that too.
because you don't have options of women.
Yeah.
So
And I think the man that says that is stuck in the 20 to 30-year-old range. He's stuck. He's almost like, he hasn't grown.
one thing that I could say, I don't even know why you even put that in there, right?
What?
I don't think sleeping with a bunch of women has ever done anything positive for dudes.
Come on, man. You get props for that.
What kind of props though?
You get props from the women. Women like men who get women, and men admire men who get women. Everybody, when you're younger and you're good with women, everybody likes you. Like
things that have value, they appreciate with time, right? So if somebody was from when y'all was young, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, he was getting mad chicks.
Yeah.
And then y'all 40.
Yeah.
45 or something like that. And then that's all he did.
Right.
He ain't got no money like that. He ain't really accomplished it in life. But he gets chicks.
Right.
That's valuable to you?
Not anymore. That was valuable in your 20s.
So it was never
30s.
valuable. You understand what I'm saying?
It was not everything.
If it diminishes over time, does it really have value? It loses value over time.
The value is set by the market, though, Ron. Like we all know that.
I don't know too many 40-plus-year-old men that say, yo. And they be like, sit down with a nigga that's like a dude that's don't really got shit going on and be like, but yo, he used to smash mad chicks. And it's like, yo, I got mad respect for him just because he smashed mad chicks. You understand what I'm saying?
No, you talk about that in his heyday, like that's the Al Bundy moment now. Like that's something that you and your friends could reminisce on. Yo, your homie got busy, you know what I mean? But if he's stuck there, it's like, yo, same way we'll talk about like, yo, homie had a great jump shot. He had the best jump shot I ever seen. But at 40, what's that jump shot worth anymore? It's nothing. Like nothing. You're at the YMCA, still shooting that same jump shot. Nope, it's still water. It's not doing anything for you.
But you hinge
that's what your world was.
You hinge who somebody is on that though.
Your world was that at that age, but your world gets bigger. The older you get as a man, the wider your world gets, and it's a sad thing to say, but you have to keep up with other men. You have to keep up with what other people are doing. You have to hit certain bars. We all know that.
I don't think in that category it doesn't add any value. Most of the other characteristics that you said, they're good when you're young, and they're good when you're older. They don't diminish. They don't lose value.
Okay,
right. So, hence, high value or higher value, like. If you make money when you're a teenager and when you're 20 and you're 30, that's good. That's going to be good whether you're 50, 40, 50, 60, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you have a network of people that are connected or whatever, if you're 17, 27, 37, 47, that's beneficial.
Absolutely.
Right? If I don't know what the other characteristics are. A lot of them, like they're beneficial as time goes by. They don't diminish, right? So
visibility,
you saying
utility, strong network, group acceptance, consistent success, making money.
Yeah, that all that appreciates with time. As you get older, people gonna give you your pats on the back.
Yeah,
and it's gonna have value at that moment too.
So what did you say doesn't hold any value? What?
How many chicks you sleep with? Because you said when you're young, that's what matters. That's what matters.
Okay,
how many chicks you
when you're young, that means that you're good with women, right? So if you're good with women, couldn't you stay married to your wife longer? Because you're good with her, because you understand it and you can understand what makes a woman happy.
Somebody that slept with a lot of women doesn't mean they're good with women.
Would it being good with women should be conducive to having a long-term relationship, right? With a woman, right?
I know people that sleep with a lot of women that can't keep a long-term keep a relationship.
They stayed in the pool too long, man. They stayed in the game too long. You got to be able to outgrow childish things. You got to know when to get out of the game, and that's part of being a high value man. You can't stay stuck in a role for too long. I think it's aspirational. I think the whole high value man thing kept in a certain context and is not looked at as a childish thing.
That's why you shouldn't even put a list on teenagers. It shouldn't even be a list put on teenagers or whatever, what you do as a young man, right? Mm-hmm. I think it's only supposed to be put on men that are men of a certain age, mm-hmm. right?
Yeah.
And before you get to that point, you should be aspiring to be that, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think there's nothing wrong with aspiring to it. But
if you see yourself lacking in something, like if someone's listening to this and be like, yo, I check all these boxes, but yo, I am kind of a lone wolf. I do need to go out there and, find a community, of high value men. It is important. It's important to bounce ideas off of other men, and it's important to have a community.
I just don't think it's a lot.
Utility, because you could be a high value man and be out for Delph.
Yeah.
And you're useless, because if you can't be used, you're useless. You know what I mean? So
other people would say, that's the thing. Other people would say differently.
No.
If you just check that box and you make bread, it don't matter. Mm-hmm. You don't got to help nobody.
Right.
They expect you to be selfish because, that nigga get money, so he all about Delph. And, I respect you because of that.
He a cheap-ass nigga. Like, nigga don't never show no love.
Yeah. There has to be some type of consistency. First of all, I think it might do more detriment or more hurt than helps men.
Okay. Elaborate.
Because there's a lot of men that don't check those boxes.
So they're intimidated by it, and then they kind of
gotta be intimidated.
No, I don't know. So you said if you don't check those boxes, you don't want to hit those boxes, or what? Why is it detrimental?
Because there are a lot of men that are good men out there that they don't check those boxes.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it's like, all right, am I shit if I don't check you know what I mean?
No,
I'm a good dude, but I provide for my family or whatever like that, but I don't make $120. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's dudes out there that's like, I don't make that type of money, but so I'm not high value.
Everything's on the scale, dog. Like, you make what you make, you do what you got to do.
Yeah,
but
all right,
this is one person's list.
But if society is telling me, all right, I'm below the mark, I don't make the mark, what am I supposed to do with that?
Hustle harder, dog. Find a side hustle. Work at a craft. Work at what you love. If you have a job, that's the day job. Work at your passion more. You know what I mean? You know what? You be talking like that, but we're here for like 5 years on Friday working at this shit. It's like, yo, you be giving advice to niggas that you don't really be kicking yourself. You working at your craft. You working at being better.
Yo, bro.
You can tell them what to do.
I'm not.
You don't want to tell them what to do. Why you don't want to tell them what to do?
No, because I have empathy. Right, I don't have to be going through what somebody's going through to feel what they're going through.
You coddling them niggas.
No, I'm not. Yo, this is the advice I would give to dudes. Right, if you happy, fuck all that bullshit.
Happy?
If you're happy with your life, and you're happy with the money that you make, you happy with your friends, you happy with whatever those other lists are.
Happy with your friends. If you happy, let me just say I'm sorry to cut you off, but I want to dissect what you're saying while you're saying it. You said you're happy with your friends. If you're happy with your friends, but your friends aren't helping you grow, you should just stay with those friends. Like, you shouldn't cut maybe one or two of those friends off. If you're 40 years old and you still get into fights, you know what I mean? And you still going out, you know what I mean? Like,
you always go extreme.
I'm just saying, yo.
This dude always want to go extreme, right? Let's talk about the dude that's, you know what? We sit here, right? And people don't know this, but after the show, we might have a conversation about starting a new business or something like that.
Right.
if a dude and his group of friends, they just want to chill, they worked all week,
Yeah.
and they don't want to keep running their minds about the next move and this, that, and the third. Yo, I respect that. Now, am I that guy? I'm not that guy. But I could respect the guy that's like, yo, I work my hours. I'm happy with my bread. Came home, my house is good.
Yeah.
Everybody's good. I'm fine with that.
All right.
You know what I mean? Don't let somebody put some shit in front of you and you be like, you're not this, and then makes you feel bad about who you are. If you're already happy, I'm already happy. Then the shit comes out and I'm unhappy about my life.
You should be uncomfortable. Like not unhappy.
No. Why should I be uncomfortable? Because somebody made a term and I don't fit it.
Yeah, because GB said to be uncomfortable. Now, yeah, you should be uncomfortable, yo. Being uncomfortable helps you grow. Men should be uncomfortable every once in a while. Yo, when you get up under that bar and you feel that shit is like a little too heavy, you put the 2 plates on there and you like, yo, maybe, you know what I mean? And you get it up one time and you like, yo, I don't know if I get up a second time. And your spot is like, yo, you got it. I'm not even touching it. Yo, you uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable helps you grow.
I feel
Men
you.
are supposed to be uncomfortable. Men are supposed to challenge themselves. If you're running and you're tired, run a little more. You know what I mean? Yo, if the stairs are, if the elevator is broken, you're gonna sit there or you're gonna go up those 2-3 flights of stairs and be a little uncomfortable. What are you gonna do? Just lay down and die? This is America, man. It's the land of capitalism, dog. Niggas are fucking dying to get here. People are dying to get here. People are leaving their families in other countries, and they're gonna pass y'all. They're gonna pass the dude that stays comfortable. They're gonna pass you. That's why black people are in the bottom. Black men are in the bottom percentage of earnings. We are 13%. We're on the bottom of. These niggas just want to be comfortable.
It's mad
niggas
people
want to work
coming
their
here.
fucking 40 hours and just be comfortable, and you're gonna let wine.
What's
Pablo,
wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Whatever, come over here and they're gonna lap you, yo. They're gonna pass you. You ain't gonna have nothing for your babies, man. It's all about the babies, yo.
That's how you convince yourself, right? What you believe is right. You throw the kids in there like your kid's gonna starve if you don't work 80 hours, 100 hours a week.
Yo, they're gonna
try to be. You gotta try to be a zillionaire. Yo, bro, like, yo.
Thanks for the baby.
I signed up for the race.
Yeah,
I signed up for the race. I'm in the race, right?
You run the race, boy.
But I respect the people that say, yo, I'm not jumping in that shit. I'm good.
Give me water.
I'll watch. I'll spectate.
Pass me water.
I'll do my work and I do my shit to pay my bills and I'm fine. I'm happy. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because when it all comes down to it, right? You got people that come over here that get bamboozled like, yo, it's a better life or whatever like that. And they like, yo, I could have lived a good life where I was at.
No. There are people that come by here and look at niggas like they food. They look at niggas like, all right, I'm about to pass y'all niggas like, yo, give me 8 months. I'm out of here. I'm lapping you. I'm gonna get the crib. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna bring my peoples over. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? We're gonna do this. We're gonna eat over here. I'm gonna bring my whole crew over here. I seen it happen all the time. I seen crews just invade shit. Take over. Niggas got cribs at like a year later. Bring all their peoples in because everybody hungry. Everybody want to eat.
Okay.
Know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh, how value, man. Yo, aspire to be great, man. Don't aspire to be regular. Be regular. Cool, man. You want to bring us home on this, man?
Nah, man, you guys said everything needed to be
said. Corey, cool. All right, I got a question for you, cool. You on the mic? What up, baby?
What's up, man?
How you?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I'm trying to stay awake. Yeah.
I got something for you. Listening to a podcast this week, and they were talking about notorious thugs.
Okay.
And someone said something that I've always done, and that was thought as sacrilege.
Okay.
I always skip the song after Big's verse.
Yes.
And the other pundits on the podcast were like, that is crazy because everybody else equally killed it.
I mean, I give 7 a.m. up in the morning.
Right.
I'll go through that. Then
kind of cool. So right.
I'll let him rock. Where's the hook? The hook is there after that, right?
Yeah. Kinda. who cares? It's like who even
I
we
mean,
listen to Big Get Busy, Then Dangerous. Like yo, you remember the first time you heard that shit?
Yeah, I do. I remember it very, very well. I will say I've been guilty of skipping the song
Every
after the
time.
fact,
It's like
yeah.
it's not even
Because
it's like
also
it's a
too,
no-brainer.
Also remember too, the intro was really long too.
That part.
The intros are pretty,
Biggie, little beat rock.
Yeah, the beat
And
rock.
then Big
It's a
just
long,
do what he needs to do.
Like I said, 7 a.m. up in the morning. I'm gonna give Son the rock.
I don't even know who that is. I don't even know which one it is.
That's busy. 7 a.m. up in the morning.
Man, listen, man.
I'm gonna let that rock. Let that rock. That first hook that comes in after. And then I've been guilty of skipping the song sometimes after that point. You know, one of the very few skipping actions that I would do on Life After Death. There's not many.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the very few. If I were to skip something,
yeah,
I'm gonna have to. I might give that a skip. Yeah, I'm gonna give yeah. So you're not alone there.
Got you.
And I understand that. After Big, there's really nothing left.
There's nothing else to do here. Yeah, let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
After that song was what? The Sky's the Limit?
I can't recall the track.
No. Missing You.
Fire.
Yeah, that album, yo.
Fire.
Damn.
Now we can go on record to say that that's a better double disc than All Eyes on Me, right?
Without a doubt.
Okay. Long as we're on the
Ron,
same
you
page.
there? Nah.
Come on, Ron.
No.
Just admit it.
No, I would say I'm a Tupac fan. I'm a big fan too, but I'm a bigger Tupac fan. But I would say overall the work, it's probably a better project altogether.
Okay, all right. That's all I needed for you, cool. Thank you, man.
All right, yeah.
All right, so age gap dating.
Yeah, let's bring it home, man.
All right, so we might have talked about this before
a couple times,
but
we talked about it with Bill Belichick and his girlfriend. We talked about it with who else? Drea and Jalen Green.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about it on both sides. Just kind of want to like speak on who benefits more from it, or who's more predatory in it.
Okay, we want to talk, or we gonna let's watch clip.
Let's watch. Oh man, either way.
Yeah, we can do that one first. Yeah.
Influx of men who are in their 40s, 40 years old and above, who have a desire to get with a girl. I'm not sure if it's just an Atlanta thing, but there's an influx of men who are in their 40s, 40 years old and above, who have a desire to get in a relationship with a girl who's still in her 20s. Okay, cool. But they keep using this word, I'm trying to build. What can you possibly be trying to build with somebody in their 20s, sir? If you wanted to build with somebody, you should have did that 20 years ago with a lady that's your age. You wait till you're 40 years old and decide, I want to settle down. After living your bachelor life, traumatizing women for the past 2 decades, doing God knows what God knows who, and now you're 40 years old and want to settle down with a woman in her 20s and build something? Sweetie, you're 40. I think a lot of men that are running around 40 years old and single are delusional. If a girl is in her 20s, first off, anyway, if a girl is in her 20s, she's expecting you to have all of that stuff that you're talking about building built. Hate to break it to you, papa. Like, what delusional world are we living in? I just can't.
Man, I didn't think 40s was papa.
That was a dig right there.
Yeah.
She was digging on older dudes.
Yeah.
I
mean, she right?
I think that's how the majority of us think. I think of an older man and a younger woman. It's like the scene at the strip club. It's like, you throwing dollars, they there.
Yeah.
If you ain't throwing no dollars, they not there. You know what I mean? Like
they could just go with somebody that they really like, not for the money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So you gotta. All right. So I think the only way an older man like genuinely. Nah, it's not even genuine. It's always that younger woman probably needs something from that man, right?
Yeah.
Whether it be she admires the dude's intelligence, where it's guidance, or it's bread.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some dudes are willing to finance a situation just to have a pretty chick on their arm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everybody knows what it is. And I guess it is what it is.
Isn't that the term? Isn't that where the term trophy wife comes from?
It doesn't necessarily have to be a younger chick.
I'm
It could
saying.
just be no, trophy wife. It's not necessarily younger and
Usually,
older.
It's usually a younger.
No, it's
very
it's,
attractive.
It don't matter. It could be two people that's the same age, and this dude physically is not on the same level as that woman.
Okay. Yeah.
So he upgraded as far as the looks.
I never looked at it like that. I always looked at a trophy wife was a man who was established, went and got something young.
They don't have to have an age gap though. It could be two people that's 40 years old, but the woman is a model and the dude was a freaking nerd that just got rich.
Got you.
You know what I mean? And he got himself a trophy wife.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Well, okay, so now let's do the science. Men usually come into their formative years of making money in their 40s, right? So isn't this the time where a man can afford to go get a trophy wife?
Yeah. I get
so the regular guy, you know.
Well, there's the financial aspect of it, right? So
I think that's the biggest aspect of it.
No, I'm saying like a dude may be more prone to doing that because he does have a reason for her to necessarily stay. Right? So, and I don't know this to be true, but I'm just throwing up a scenario, right? So a dude gets into his real money making years and it's like, all right, well, I'm making bread. I don't need no chick to add no money to the situation. I just want the best looking chick, the best chick I can get.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, am I going to get a chick that's, if I'm 45, I'm going to get a chick that's 45 too? It's like, you mean?
Usually that's reserved for the situation where you grew up with a person and you like the person and you.
That's different. Y'all working together. Y'all building together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, yo, if I'm 45 and I'm looking for a wife, it's like, it's not, we not building. It's just like, all right, I'm looking for the best candidate. Right. And do I want a 45-year-old woman that's my age that's already been, she might have been ran through the mill a little bit. She has baggage. I'm not saying, let me not ran through the mill, because we all be like, if we're 45, we have our baggage, right? 45s might have kids, previous relationships, previous marriages, things like that.
Well, maybe you waited. Maybe that man never even started a family yet. He wants to have kids. So 45 is like, it's a dub now. Like you need some fresh eggs.
Yeah. It might make sense for him to go with a younger.
Isn't that the main thing? The vitality, what do you call that again? The when a woman is
fertility.
Yeah. Like the fertility. Like you don't want a 45-year-old shorty going to get the eggs out the freezer. You want the fresh joints, you know what I mean? If you're making some money.
Yeah. I think cats use that as an excuse.
Yeah.
And like, you really want, like, you 45, 5 years from 50, and you like, I want to have babies now. Like, bro, you should have talked about that earlier, bro.
I mean, how much of it is just about having sex? You know, not even none of that stuff, none of that, because men are not as complex as I feel like making them to be. I think a lot of older men who get some money are just looking for the woman that is best looking to kind of have sex with.
Good
I don't.
knees.
No,
Looking
no,
for some
I don't
good
think.
knees,
I don't
fool.
think 25-year-olds.
Shout out
is,
to
is,
some 25.
I don't think they're
knees,
better
nigga.
than 40-something-year-old
No,
women in
no,
bed.
I'm not
Nah,
saying.
well, nah,
I'm not
They
saying.
look. You saying they look? They
that,
look
man.
better in bed.
I'm just saying
Yeah, cool. Where are you going?
they're younger.
Got that tight, supple breast.
Yeah,
like
basically.
sour melons. You know?
Yeah, basically, yeah, that part. I think a lot of it is well, not. I don't want to put it on the majority, but I think a large part of them is that. Yeah, that's the trophy part of it.
Yeah, man.
Yo, on some real shit though, I don't think that it's beneficial for older men because it's like, yo, I think that being in relationships, being in marriages and shit like that, you always worry. Like, I feel like I'm obsessed with my wife's happiness, right? It's always on my mind.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, like if you see moods changing, like, she mad about something? Like you always kind of trying to keep a hand or a pulse on how she's feeling, right? Imagine being with a woman that you'd be like, she's with me for money. She don't really love me like that, and she may leave me, or imagine having to worry about a woman like that and
with her for her looks.
No,
so it's kind
no,
of like
you with her because you like her more than she likes you. Y'all don't like each other the same. She don't like you like her.
Everybody, yo, dogs, you could be the best. That's kind of where I wanted to get to next. Predatory is a strong word, but I'm gonna use it. It's predatory on both ends. It's predatory for the younger woman because she's looking for financial stability. Predatory.
I don't think it's predatory because I don't think
it's not predatory to use somebody for their money.
No, I don't think younger women are that cunning to be like, yo,
dog. Women know what they look like.
They know. All right, this guy has money, right?
And they know they look like they could be with a guy with somebody. They know they've been getting attention for a long time, and they're upping.
There's some women
their bracket until they're there.
I bet you, right? A 40-something-year-old woman could get that money from an older dude if he allowed her to get into space quicker than a 25-year-old. A 25-year-old be like, I got to stick around for the next 15 years until I'm 40, have some kids or whatever like that. Then I'll be taken care of forever. That older woman, she don't have to stay that long. She get in the mix. She get that money out of nigga quick, way quicker.
What is she doing different?
She might know, like, why don't you sign me onto your pension? What about your life insurance? Whatever. Like, a younger woman ain't gonna know all that or do all that, right? They're gonna get it out of like, I put in my time.
Yeah,
I put my time in. I had 2 kids. I spent 15 years with this dude. Now I can go and I can live my life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just like she did jail time. The older woman who's more experienced, she knows about assets, getting the house, alimony, palimony, all that good shit, life insurance, and all that. Right? And she don't probably got to put in all the time because she already knows she's way more advanced. But they don't get those opportunities, right? Because the older dude is probably gonna pick the younger chick that he could keep around. Like, all right, I'm gonna hold this dangle this carrot in front of you. Yeah, you'll be taken care of. You'll be taken care of, or whatever. Sleep with me. I want to have kids. Be here. Whatever. Act like you love me. All that good shit. It'll eventually start to love me. Whatever.
Something, yeah. Like, yo, you around, I'm around. You know what I mean? Keep them good knees around, and you'll be rocking. You know what I mean? Yeah. When Cool comes back, we'll look at it from the other aspect. We want to play that last clip and try to see.
Yeah, ready?
Yeah. Got to add it to the stage. Yeah, it's a delay.
I like to know how young is too young and how old is too old. I get hit on by a lot of guys who are a lot younger than me. And it used to not bother me because, I was newly out of a long term relationship and You know what I'm saying? I just thought it was kind of like cute. But the longer that I have been on the dating market, the more often I am approached by men who are much younger than me, who are not looking for a temporary or one night situation. Now, this is not necessarily my comfort zone because, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a limit to how low I will go. But I want y'all to help me with this one. Every now and then, I like to pose a question to you guys. What do you think is too young for an older woman? 5 years, 10, 15, 20? I'm not at that stage where I'm looking for a husband to have children with and stuff like that. So this is purely about, I'm saying, companionship and enjoying each other's company. So can you share with me what you think in the comments? How low is too low for me to go? Dilemma.
Well, she didn't specify how old she was. That would have helped.
I'm gonna assume that she's in her 40s.
That really
I'm
would
gonna
have
go
helped.
high 30s.
Huh?
I'm gonna go high 30s.
I might go high 30s.
A 20-year-old would be like a teenager.
Yeah.
20-year gap would
be
be
18, 19. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so like 44, 40. All right.
yeah. What's your first thoughts?
Kind of feel the same way she's feeling with the Tamar Braxton thing. Like, what are you really doing? Like, what are you like? You're playing a young woman's game.
Honestly,
you kind of haven't really grown up.
I don't think that
She doesn't look like she's a woman of men, like a lot of mean. Like, she doesn't look like she's has like a whole bunch of money. Like, she's like super successful. She's still riding on her looks.
I mean, I'm gonna go a little 5-piece. I'm gonna just set the little 5 pieces. All right.
Well, 5-year gap.
Yeah, I think that's good. That's 5 years is young enough for him
Yeah.
to be be a guy that can
Established.
be established in the same space, but maybe still have that little energy to go out and
Yeah.
you know what I mean, be a little energetic,
Right.
things of that nature. Because okay, let's just give her the age 40, right? Just to help out. Maybe I almost want to say I'm with GB with like high 30s, but let's just go 40 for namesake. You 40 as a woman, you got a guy that's 35. Yeah, mind you, even a male at 35 is slowing to a degree, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's a good little space because now 40 into 30, he may be a little too active doing things that, right? Because remember, what they say, men mature slower,
Yeah.
right? So his age could be 30, but he could still be living YN status.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Doing YN things. Now that's where a 40-year-old woman is not gonna be able to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bringing mad niggas to the crib, but taking the whip and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
Right. So I
You'd be
would
surprised.
say that I'm gonna go a little 5. Little 5 is good for a woman.
5 years younger is good.
I mean, I think that's the gap. She named 5, 10, 15 to 20. I'm gonna go a low 5.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go 5.
I think either way, older women, younger men, they're not getting married anyway. Majority of the time, they're not getting married. That's playtime.
Yeah.
You
Sometimes
think
it's playtime for her.
You think
It's always
35?
playtime for him.
You think a man 35 and a woman 40 is just playtime?
No, not that. I'm talking about like when there's a real gap.
Okay.
No, that's why we're saying 5 because I think like 5 is a reasonable.
That's still serious. It could be serious.
Is a reasonable gap where a man could look at having a future with this.
Yeah. I don't even look at that as like a real gap like that. 5 years.
5, yeah.
Especially people in their 40s or 30, in the late 30s, 40s. 5 years is not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Right. But like when we talking about 10, 15, even 20 years, you'll have older men, younger women, they'll get married. A lot of times it doesn't happen for women the other way around.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And I think it comes to the part like we were talking about Tamar Braxton, is that when women get to that age, they've usually gone through some things dating wise, relationship wise, and it's like I'm living my best life. That's where that term, I feel like that came from 40-plus-year-old women. I'm living my best life, right?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I'm done with all the committed shit.
Mhm.
I had bad relationships, so I'm just having sex. And I'm being carefree,
Mhm.
right? And
Second childhood.
And there was another clip that we had that we were when we were looking at clips, and it's saying like, all right, older women, they have shit going on, they have careers, they may have kids, so they don't have time like that. They don't want too much of your time, but they don't have much time, so you don't got to be readily available to them. And there's a difference where certain characteristics will be beneficial for the men in certain situations. The younger dude, because he could just come, hit, leave. She just want to. Also, it said that she's older, so she's not used to getting as many compliments as when she was younger. So now it's like, all right, she feels vibrant because a younger dude is attracted to her.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? Whereas on the other side, a younger woman and an older man, it's like, all right, yeah, you're not available like that because you're busy making money and you're providing certain things for me, right? So I'm okay with that. But I could be your wife and I could still deal with that. All right, so I could have your kid. You don't have kids, but you want to have a family with me. I'm fertile enough to do that, and you can finance whatever we need for the kid. Where certain things that work for men and that are older with younger women, they don't really they work more for like a sexual relationship for older women and younger men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From the beginning,
Like
younger
women be having midlife crises too. Like,
yeah, that's what it is.
yeah, it's like
Instead of buying a car, they want to have more sex.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Well, yeah, they look at their life and they look at I put myself last,
exactly,
or a large gap in my life, and I want to put myself first for a little while. And it's like,
why does that mean fucking like a lot? Like, what?
That's really all they can do. Like that's really all they have is their pussy. Like what are you really going?
Yo, you're an idiot.
What he go?
Yeah, Tyrone got to take that out.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, what else is gonna happen? Like, you know what I mean? Dude's gonna go out and go spend a whole bunch of money on a Corvette, get some new hair, get some new teeth, go out there and just start flossing. You know what I mean? Shorty just gonna go blaze a couple niggas and take some prep. Shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, in the midlife crisis, yo. We only talk about the men's midlife crisis, but women definitely be.
We never talked about. See, that's never talked about.
Yeah,
that's never talked about.
Yeah.
Like they don't even when they talk about a midlife crisis, it's only pertaining to men.
Yeah, and it's like we understand it. Like now that I'm in the middle of my life, I get it.
Yeah.
Like the big swath of my life was spent taking care of other people, and you know what I mean. Like it's gonna be Sean time again soon.
Sean time,
and that's really all it means. That it's Sean time. You know.
Yeah.
Shorty about to polish off that kitty. Take the Hellcat act.
the
Hellcat. Oh man, yo.
Yeah, man. So
overall, right?
Yeah.
Age gap dating. I think I'm honestly, I wouldn't want to be in either situation, but it seems like it leads to more of a longer term situation when it comes to an older man and a younger woman, right? It could lead to marriage or a long term relationship.
Let's put one more thing on the table: health. Older women tend to be in better health than older men.
Yeah.
Now, younger women, if you're getting involved with a older man, they could be like there is a term called the hospice wife.
No, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
that's for sure.
Where you're that nigga's nurse. Like, you know what I mean?
This is what I'm talking. That's part of putting in time, right? When a younger woman, she dedicates herself to an older man, and it's like, all right, he's not a spring chicken, so he can't have
Yeah.
sex on like crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, the sex is rationed out because it's like, yo, you can't get it up like that anyway. So it's cool. You wanted me to have a couple of babies for you. I did that.
Yeah.
Then when you get older, I take care of you. But then you make sure you leave me a good portion of shit when you gone.
That's it, man.
You know what I mean? And it's that's the trade-off.
That's the
right?
trade-off, yeah.
And I feel like with younger dudes, it's like they will have. I could be wrong, and please correct me if I'm wrong, because I know there's exceptions to the rule. I know there are older women out there that have younger men and whatever, but I really feel like in most cases that older woman is a placeholder until you get that younger chick that you probably gonna wife up and be with, whatever. It's like, all right, I'm smashing, and this is like, it's probably, older woman, probably good sex. It's like, all right, she don't require much. That's all she wants. She want me to pipe it down.
Yeah. No, that's what she wants. She want that.
She want that.
Yeah.
She treat me. She give me the royal treatment when I'm there, and she don't, she not super attached to me. She like, yo, all right, whatever. But
or she kind of like treating you like her son, and she bossing you around, and she's treating you like.
Well, all right. Can I ask you?
You
guys,
know what I mean?
You guys
You're
a
a
question?
fucking kid.
All right, you guys. Do you know any men who are married to older women? Do you know any?
Not significantly, no. Everybody's within 2-3 years now.
I know someone.
So what do you think is is it a significant age, or is it maybe 2 or 3 years, or what is it?
I believe it's a nice gap.
So if you can
younger man, older woman?
Younger man, older woman.
Okay,
Yeah.
so in your opinion, what do you think was the factor in which this man decided to actually marry this older woman? What do you think? Or are they married, or are they just kind of like?
I believe they're married. Yeah,
okay,
I believe they're married.
So what do you think was the defining factor in like why you think this man who's younger decided to choose this older woman to marry? You got to take a wild guess.
I think it was security.
Security, like what?
I think she was more established
Financially.
Yeah, financially. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But do men marry for that? Well, I mean, yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Okay. All right.
Yo. That's just my assumption. I don't know that for a fact, right? Because this person is an associate of me, and he's a friend of a friend of mine.
Okay. Well, how's the looks? Is the looks, because the reason why I asked that is, I'm curious about how.
It's not like she a bad older chick. It's not like that. No.
So the financial aspect stands out.
That's Lady Eloise.
It stands out.
No, it's my assumption. My assumption is it's like, yo, she might be more established. You know what I mean? And
they want to get taken care of, yeah.
Yo,
you pay the Wi-Fi bill? And they gotta get the 2K on.
Yo,
So the reason why I asked is I know a friend that is almost kind of notorious for dealing with older women. It's kind of like his thing.
Okay.
And it seems to me that he enjoys the kind of motherly aspect to a degree.
Oh, wow.
Meaning, getting cooked for, what I mean? Certain tasks like that.
You don't think he can get that from a woman his age? Like, why that? Because that's what a wife is.
Well,
surrogate for mom.
My
wife, my mom.
I gotta be careful here with what I say about that.
All right, yeah. Tread lightly.
Yeah.
I think that. Yeah, I gotta tread very lightly on this one. I would like to go home. I would like to go home.
Tread lightly, my boy.
I would say yes. It could be because now this person is an age where it kind of should be even that way, right? They're like, he's not young enough for the woman to be in like an immature kind of phase. That he's old enough to where his equal should be old enough to know that. But
Yeah.
Is she good looking?
For him, yeah, I think for him, I think she's good looking.
There's some good looking older women.
Oh well, listen, but without a
but
doubt,
it's like when they made up, they good looking, but like when you get catch them, nigga, they look like Skeletor.
well, that
nigga.
could be
They
anybody.
old,
That
nigga.
could be anybody. You could be young and ugly
Nigga,
too.
they
man.
old, nigga. Come on.
You could be
like,
young
old
and ugly
ladies,
too.
Like, come on, nigga. Like, nigga. I want to get old with my wife. I want to be wrinkled. I like that same age gap too.
Like if you all right, hypothetically, if you're single right now and Felicia Rashad, you could date her. Would you date her?
Man, she mad old.
Yeah, that's a little too
That's
old.
mom, nigga.
That's too old.
No, that was what's the name? She mad old,
All right.
nigga. Felicia Rashad is mad old, nigga. She older than my mom.
So I'm 30. I'm 38, right?
Let me.
I'm 38.
Mhm.
I think comfortably for me, I could do maybe about like if I'm 38, I could do about 40.
A Nia Long lookalike is available at 55.
Nigga,
That's a little old. That's old.
what
That's old
Nia
for
Long
me.
look like in the
That's
morning,
old for
nigga.
me.
You don't know what Nia Long look like in the morning, nigga.
That's old.
Nia
For me.
Long probably
No,
look
you
crazy
ain't.
in
You
the
gonna see
morning.
what it's about?
Nah, nigga,
I could do
no.
like 40. If I'm
Too
38,
old,
I could
nigga.
do like 40.
So a
41.
Nia Long lookalike.
You going
Is
older.
available.
Niggas don't go older.
No,
Niggas go
no,
younger.
I'm saying-
Like,
I'm
niggas
saying
don't
if
want
I could-
older. Like going old is weird. Like why you going
No,
older?
I don't think it's
wrinkly
weird.
and shit. Like no, nigga.
I don't
want
think it's
younger.
weird. I don't think it's weird. I think
Going
like
older
my
is
age,
weird,
yeah.
but you going younger is not weird.
No, because this is what men like. Like vitality, like
Fertility.
Men, yeah, they like tightness. Like you know what I mean. Like men like shit tight, not like shit. Like nigga, they titties like on the floor.
No, listen.
Like Bridget wouldn't. All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him out of here. I'm trying to get him out of here safe, guys. Nobody listens to the producer in the back. They never mind me all the time. No, I'm just
There you
saying,
go.
like, you know, if for me, you know, it would be somebody that, you know, I don't necessarily have to worry about, but, you know, can, you know, I don't know, maybe think about me a little bit more than themselves a little bit. I don't know.
You're gonna be getting the bag, checking if that old bitch breathing, nigga. You
No, listen.
Like,
If I'm like I said, if I'm 38, 40, 38, if I'm 38,
That's not even
40,
no gap, really.
that's not no
man.
42,
gap, man.
43.
38, nigga, we talking about
43 is
55.
43 is 5 years.
5.
43 is 5. That's too old.
ARP, nigga.
That's-
You going to
that's
her
too old.
retirement party, nigga.
That's too old.
That's too old. 55
Yeah,
for 38
nigga.
is too old.
Retirement party.
That's too old.
Shorty
Couple
retiring
years.
from the
Couple
post
years
office,
for your
nigga.
boy. Because you know
Them
what?
feet, nigga. Them 55-year-old.
Them shits did the rerun dance.
Tread lightly, my boy.
No, because you know what?
Did the rerun dance.
No, because you know what? I feel that way on the younger side as well. I feel that way on the reverse. Like if I were to get a woman younger than me, she would have to be like close to mid 30. That's that's where we could relate and you know what I'm saying? Feel the same way about certain
You
things.
gotta be humble.
I couldn't do no like girl in her 20s or something like that. Not make it like a relationship out of it. That would be too far for me. There's certain places I just couldn't understand where you were coming from. And more than
gotta be humble. Like, nah, I don't want no Lamborghini.
no, seriously, because
Good,
listen,
I don't want that shit. It's too fast for me. It's too
nah,
fast.
it's not. Listen, hey,
I'm
hey,
gonna get
man.
mad tickets, yo.
I'm just,
They
I
gotta be
ain't gonna
humble.
you know what? I'm
They
gonna stop
gotta be
talking.
humble.
I ain't
I'm
gonna,
done.
yo, bro.
You gotta be humble.
I don't know. I don't understand why guys even. I might sound weird, but like younger chicks, like who wants to try to keep up with a younger chick?
Yeah, I mean, that younger chick. I mean, like
It's-
mad young is like.
It's like too
all right.
much work, bro.
So what we haven't spoke about, we spoke about a lot of different aspects. We talk about health. We talking about fertility. We talk about, but let's talk about culture. Let's talk about. Yeah, like you kind of want somebody. That's why I'm a proponent. That's why I've only kind of really dealt with people in my age range because, like, I want something to talk about. Like, you know, I want, even if we didn't grow up together in the same town or the same place, like we shared the same experiences. Like, it's fly to talk to somebody and you were in the same places, and you know, y'all were in the same kind of like mixes and the same crowds, but didn't know each other. That's important, and that's something that
That's why
you
I'm
don't really
saying, couple
constantly
up,
want to
couple
be
down.
putting somebody on to something like that's like
Or just
dad
trying to
shit,
figure
like
out where
that.
they are.
I put
Figure
my
out
daughter on to things.
Yo, trust and
You
believe.
ever see Boomerang?
Yeah, yo, bro.
Like that's
And when your daughter says, "No, I never seen that before," it make you
watch
feel
it tonight.
old.
Yeah.
It's gonna make you feel old.
No, it's not gonna make you feel old. It's gonna be like my daughter is gonna be like, all right, we're watching it tonight.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
But think about you dating a chick that's a certain age, and she say like, "What is that?" You gonna feel like an old dude,
no,
bro.
no. You know what it is? It's not even.
Or
It's not even.
oh, my dad talk about that movie.
You know what it is?
That's gonna make you feel old.
It's not. It's not the fact of that person saying, "What is that?" It's the fact of that person not being interested in it. That's
too.
where
Not being receptive
yeah.
to
So
it is,
so
yeah.
you could put somebody on and be like, "Oh, what's that? I never heard that before. I never saw it. Let's watch." Then it's the part where it's like, "I never heard of that. I don't want to watch that. I want to watch
Yo,
this."
never heard Illmatic.
And that's the
Yeah.
difference. That's the difference between somebody
Because old people are like that.
like
Old
a
people are
like a
that.
that's the difference between like a, let's say, if you're in a relationship with a younger woman,
Uh-huh.
if she's with you for money, she's not gonna do nothing that you like or enjoy.
Yeah.
If she respects you for your brain or your experience or your guidance,
Yeah.
she may be like, "Oh, you like that? I want to watch that."
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But if
Yeah.
it's like, "Yo, you got bread and you pretty much like leasing me for the next 10 years,"
Yeah.
then it's gonna be like, "Yeah, nah, that's old. I don't want to do that." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's not gonna take any part of your interest. You know what I mean? She's gonna
Right.
think that shit is lame as hell as a young person, and she's gonna be like, "No, I don't want to watch
She
no
gonna
movie."
Fake it. You know what I mean? For the
They don't
bread.
need. I don't think they would even fake it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Like,
But-
but like a dick later, like nigga, I don't watch that shit, nigga.
Like,
Call
Call
me
me
when you done.
You want a blowjob?
Yeah,
Like,
call me when you done, nigga. Nigga, what? Like, and on the flip side, nigga, you gonna be an old nigga on the freaking Sabrina Carpenter. You know what I
That's
mean?
what I said. It's gonna be. It works the same way with people who get old. People who get
Yeah.
old, they don't want to stoop down, or well, not stoop down, but
They trying to go to the Jodeci concert, nigga.
Bro. Like I don't get it. And for me, like, all right, it's cool to look at somebody sexually and like whatever, and you feel like they're more youthful or whatever, but
Mhm.
connecting with somebody on another level, as far as like more of a like y'all can really kick it, is more important to me than just, because I feel like older people can have good sex too. You know what I mean? And you could have good sex with a 40-year-old, 45-year-old woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think they'll be way more seasoned.
Mhm.
You know, and yeah.
Is it immature for an older person to date a younger person?
Yeah, because it's kind of based on vanity.
Mm.
It's not really based on like, yo, who you like. Yo, bro, you gotta like
Grow
somebody
up.
to be with somebody. You gotta like the person. You know what I mean? You can't just, you can't just like the way they look. You gotta like to be around them. To be in a committed relationship or be in a marriage, if you don't like the person, like that shit is not gonna fly, bro. Like you can't be around somebody for the next 25 years if you don't like that person like that.
What do you think it feels like to be used and know it? Like, it just gotta feel icky, yo.
Yo, bro.
You gotta feel
That's
gross.
what
like,
that's why
this person is like repulsed by me when I'm naked.
Yo,
but
bro.
they're here with me. Like, it's like it's not a great feeling. You kind of want to.
That's why I compared it to being at the strip club. Like you go to the strip club and you got dollars, them chick, all the strippers is around you. Then once you throw all them dollars, they it's like pigeons to bread. You throw them bread, they all around. But then when you done, they gonna fly away. You know what I mean?
Word, yo.
So I never want to feel like that.
Mm.
That's why I think I would always put like the connection over the physical.
Always.
Like if I was dating in this day and age or whatever, I'd be like, I'm not gonna say I'm dating ugly chicks or something. Well, I wouldn't really call anybody ugly, but I'm not gonna go, but it would be more of a connection thing than just physical. Like, all right, you're gonna find women that you're physically attracted to, but like it has to be like
you gotta
more
spend
than
time
that.
with this person, man.
Yeah,
Let's keep
man.
it a buck,
Yes,
man. You
yes.
gotta spend time with this person.
Yeah.
You want that. The last aspect that we brought up is that culture. That's important, man.
Mhm.
Like when you spend the time, when you're on that, when you're on the boat, when you're on vacation, when you're flying around, when you're on the airplane, when you're just spending time, like just that downtime is just like, yo, it's important to have that cultural connection with that person, yo.
Mhm.
And yeah, man, it's more than just buns, yo.
Yeah.
I think we leave it on that, man.
Yeah.
Yo, let's talk about some merch. Cool, man. I got one of them hats, Playboy.
What up, Jason? Oh yeah, that's
Hey,
a nice one, right?
put
That's
you on the
vintage right there. That's
spot.
vintage university
I
right there.
know you did the Scullies.
Yeah, yeah, I
know you
did.
did the Scullies.
I did.
And
University hat.
cool you.
Okay. Well, I'm working on a couple things. Luckily for me, I know a guy named GB who always has the best cuts of everything.
I got nice plus.
This motherfucker be
Real
having
close.
the flyest cut. Take the logo off. It's just the flyest hoodie that he'll have on.
I got
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I got some couple new logos that I'm trying out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a vintage hat. I'm getting a picture of that before we leave out of here, man. So I can put that up.
Shout out to Michelle Rose. We getting some candles rocking.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it.
Big joints, big 3-wick joints.
Yeah, man.
Wick.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, we'll do that.
Cracking, man.
We'll get that up and ready. Definitely for the next show and everything.
Yeah, Ron, you got to talk to upper management, man. Get that done.
HR, right?
So, how we feeling about this Blackened
Not bad.
American whiskey?
It's cool.
Not bad.
Yeah. It's not bad.
It's cool.
It's
that maker's Mark kicked my ass last week.
really.
Yeah. I woke up a little woozy. I woke up like, you know what I mean? I ain't wake up like that in a little while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I need a ginger shot and a wheatgrass shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was that ooh wee.
Yeah.
Tithes and offerings.
Yeah. I feel like
Body
this right here is kind of like right up the middle, like of your American whiskeys, like maybe a slight bit lighter than a Jack Daniels.
Okay.
But
also sweeter.
a little sweet, caramel, vanilla, corn, traditional like whiskey notes or whatever, you know what I mean? American whiskey. Sweet, but not as sweet as a bourbon.
Yeah,
no. Yeah, I think it's pretty decent.
It's cool. Yeah, it's nice.
What's the price on that again, bro?
50 for 750 mil.
That's like a big bottle. And what's fun? Turn it around. What's the damage we did? See, you can always tell by the damage that we've done.
It's a lot left.
Yeah,
so
the damage that we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always an indication.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's a little sweeter as an American whiskey because it's finished in brandy cask.
Yeah,
pretty clean.
That's probably where it gets the color too.
Pretty clean. I feel like it's a clean kind
nice.
of sip. Like I sobered up pretty quick, almost a second ago. You know what I mean?
You know anything about this guy? What's his name? Dave Pickerel from Metallica.
Oh well, I know that's him.
You know the band. Yeah, he. I guess he remastered this, so I don't know if he, what exactly he did, but
whiskey's for the people, man. That's what everybody's going for, man.
Yeah, man. You got a lot of musicians and celebrities that are going. They went from tequila, now they're coming into the whiskey space.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Started with vodka, though, right?
Yeah. Well, that was the first. I think that might have been the entry level.
Yeah. As far as the bottle, it's cool, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I like more intricate labels and things like that. Like as far as the bottle, I know you like the wine type of type of bottles and shit like that. But yeah, it stuck out enough to make me buy it.
Yeah.
But I like more traditional, intricate type of like old school looking, bourbons and whiskeys.
Absolutely.
They look they look, they look a little more like, I don't know, aged and things like that. Even if they're
They'll
not.
look better on your bar shelf
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
This is like a little.
This look like new school,
generic.
like
Yeah, a little new age.
like
But it's
some-
rock and roll. Like he's a Metallica. Metallica.
Yeah.
It looked like a rock and roll bottle. Like it's black and white. It's real. It looked like something like Metallica make.
Yeah. So, guys, let us know if you had this blackened American whiskey. It's finished in black brandy barrels, brandy cask, by Dave Pickerel from Metallica. 750 mil, $50, 45 ABV, 90 proof. Let us know what you guys think. If you had it, let us know if you liked it or if you didn't. All right, hit us up. Pick it up at your local wine and spirits, man. And you guys let us know what you think about it. Corey, cool.
Yes, sir.
Let the people know what you got going on, man.
It's shine time. I got a lot of shine time right now.
Oh, cool.
All right. So what I want to start. First of all, catch me on the voice of NCC 90.3 FM every Thursday, 7 o'clock, to play a cool show. I'm bringing all my Long Island artists up there, man. We trying to make a stance, man. We're going for it. We're gonna get our little pin on the map. I'm also doing some top 40 business, man, on the same station. That's airing on Sunday nights into Monday morning, 12 o'clock. Having a little fun there. I'm really enjoying the white folks music that I was playing, but I'm enjoying that, the upbeat sound. That same Monday, I'm streaming from my YouTube channel, Cool University.
Oh, cool.
Okay, we talking just rap and music in general. We're running some numbers as far as that goes. And then I've done a lot of writing over the last few days. I'm really working on my writing. I've done a couple of blog posts. One is called Playlist or Play This. Excuse me. It's about the freedom or lack thereof that us radio personalities have when we're playing the music. I think that's a very fun look in on kind of what we deal with. And, people, you play this, you play this for me. A person like me, I have freedom, but at the next level, not necessarily. And last but not least, I visited the ODB mural in Brooklyn. All right. Return to the 36th chamber.
What part of Brooklyn is it in?
I believe it's close to like Fort Greene. It's Franklin Avenue and Putnam Avenue.
Oh, okay.
Literally on the corner of those blocks. The album itself turned 30 years old. I got some great pictures. I wrote a great article. I contacted the artist, Vic Goldfeld, and he gave me some great quotes and things like that, information about the mural, and it's great, man. Cooluniversity.com. I really hope you have the opportunity. Take a look, man. I'm working really hard out here.
All right. And,
Shine time.
If you guys don't follow us on Instagram, please do at Cigars Whiskey. That's Cigars with an S, Whiskey. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Cigars the Ensign Whiskey Podcast. Again, Cigars the Ensign Whiskey Podcast. Hit the bell for notifications so you know when we have new content coming out. Please like, share, subscribe. All right. And with that, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Cigars and Whiskey Podcast. We will catch you on the next one. Peace.